Breaking the moral fabric of society, Bigmanity in Kenya. The Bigman is defined by political scientist Larry Diamond as a figure that combines the modern bureaucratic state with informal practices of power that go back to the pre-colonial and colonial periods. In literature, he is portrayed as male, corrupt, violent, rich, and without regard for the rule of law, and serves as the bridge connecting the formal government and resources with the village, creating a unique position of sovereignty and a role as a mediator. His work between the legal and illegal system creates an ambiguous nature to the Bigman. He is morally ambiguous because he grants access to services while also engaging in corrupt practices. However, the Bigman in Kenya is different, as he takes the role of mediator between foreign powers, the government, education, funding, and the village, while also being a quasi-sovereign and a part of the structure of society. I argue that in Kenyan creative works, the Bigman evolves from a mediator with the British to a trusted but morally ambiguous quasi-sovereign during the post-colonial period. Yet today, his broken morality transcends the physical figure, and Bigmanity becomes pervasive in the structure of society, making resistance to this figure almost impossible. It is important to understand the evolution of people's interactions with the Bigman because it shows that the Bigman is not simply a monolithic and static entity. The Bigman is not only a physical figure, but the driving force in the structure of governance, the economy, and society in general. For the colonial period, I analyzed Ngugi wa Thiong'o's first novel, Weep Not Child, specifically how the Bigman is empowered by the British as mediator between them and the population, and why some Bigmen become quasi-sovereign figures while others fail. For the post-colonial period, my analysis continues in the satirical novel Devil on the Cross, also by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. A close reading showcases how the structural adjustment loans led to the government losing the ability to provide services and losing legitimacy. The Bigman then takes over the role of what Achille Mbembe defines as private indirect government, operating in the margin between legality and illegality. He offers services that the government can provide, like education, while also becoming corrupt and taking advantage of his position for self-gain. In contemporary Kenyan creative works, society as a whole begins to imitate the morality of the Bigman, to the point where the physical Bigman disappears from the text, but the moral compass of Bigmanity becomes an embedded part of the text and the structure of society. Hence, everyone engages in the Bigman economy consciously or unconsciously. In the web series Tuko Macho, the Bigman is reimagined as both a structural element of Kenyan society and private indirect government as a form of resistance to Bigmanity. The show is about Tuko Macho, a vigilante group that operates in Nairobi, kidnaps criminals and corrupt members of society, and then they open a public live stream where they show the crimes, and the Kenyan population votes online whether the person should be killed or freed. Moreover, during its original run, the voting showcases the ability of new media forms to get the audience to contribute not only as viewers, but as active judges and participants in the development of the series. It also makes the audience reflect on what they think should be allowed or off limits in their society. So while the fictional group Tuko Macho is attempting to democratize law enforcement, the web series Tuko Macho is taking advantage of new technologies to create a conversation on what is wrong in society and how to break those power structures in an unprecedented way. The series, instead of offering a solution to Bigmanity, places the issues in conversation, showcasing not only the appropriation of private indirect government by Tuko Macho to combat Bigmanity, but also the blurred line between who is a Bigman, who is doing the right thing, and how Bigmanity is the driving force in Kenyan politics and economy from the colonial period until today. Moreover, it showcases how the system of Bigmanity is pervasive in the government, the private sector, and in society resisting the government, making resistance almost impossible.
Lakini ya Big Show, hizo sinyiti. As in, Big Show anaelewa shida, ana hustle tukihustle. Mimi sioni kaya ndio shida. Shida ni mayor na governor. System yao iko rotten. Alafu hata tukimuua, sababu hiyo system inaendelea.
Sikiza. System umekiwa na watu. Na watu kama wameoza, system yote itakuwa imeoza. Sawa.